Hey guys, it's Lynn, or girls, or whomever. Hello, all. It's your local neighborhood queer. So, I was thinking after my little introduction that I just did, what is going to be the first thing that I'm going to talk about? And I had said it, me, and I guess essentially that's really all I can talk about. However, there's something that I guess I have been thinking about for a minute now, and I guess other opinions on the topic on the matter is is nice. It's nice to be able to see other people's viewpoint and whatnot. So yeah, with that, the topic, the issue, the whatever it is you want to call it, that I have been thinking about for some time is like, how do I word this? Okay, first, very minimal background. I grew up in foster care. My foster parents were very religious. They had me going to church, Sunday school, like Bible study, just all this, you know. However, I am agnostic. I'm not an atheist. I guess a lot of people don't see the difference between that being an atheist and being agnostic. However, there is a difference. Just real quickly, one believes in no God, and the other one just needs proof, and I'm the one that needs the proof. So, real quick description of the difference between the two. So, yeah. So I've read the Bible more than once. I have read other religious works as well. And with that, okay, my issue comes down to something that I recently, I guess, experienced for the first time. And I guess some people call it love at first sight, or, instant attraction, or whatever it is that you want to call it, where you meet someone and you have this uncanny connection with them that is just like, I know you, or I've known you, and it's like, even though we've just met, it feels like we're reconnecting in a way. And I'm not gonna use any names. If this person happens to watch this, they know who they are. But yeah. So my question, and I had actually put it on my Facebook, is according to the Bible, Mark 12:30-31. It says about love. You're supposed to love your neighbor as you love yourself. And my thing is, I don't know my neighbors. My neighbors, are complete strangers to me. Other than speaking to them in passing, which I do to, strangers on the street, that's the equivalent of the depth of intimacy that I have with my neighbors. There is none. I don't know them. I don't care to know them. We have nothing in common. And well, I can't say that about my most recent neighbor. He's queer, so we have that in common. But other than that, yeah, we don't have that in common. I mean, we don't have that much more, from what I can gather, and I haven't tried to find out anymore. He's a Jehovah Witness, which I have nothing against Jehovah Witnesses, but don't knock on my door just because you're here to see him. That's all I'm saying. So anyway, so yeah, the whole love your neighbor as you love yourself, I find that difficult to do. And my reason being is, I don't know you from Adam, so why should I love you and I don't know you? But yet this person whom I got to know in a non-sexual, like no sex type thing, because a lot of people are like, oh well, it's easy to say you care about somebody so soon, or you love them so soon, because you're intimate together, because you're sleeping together, you're touching them, you're holding them, you're kissing them, you're doing all of these things that makes it easier to explain why it is you feel the way that you do. However, with this person, I did not have that. I did not have that ability to reach out and touch her, to kiss her, to hold her, or, to make love to her. None of that. Why? Because she's 568.14 miles away. Yeah. Despite the distance, though, the connection that I felt with her was deeper, stronger, faster, and felt more solid than the connection that I had with someone that I met here in Atlanta. And, we had this on again, off again thing for a year. I mean, we were never, officially together or anything like that. But I guess everything that you would imagine doing with your partner, your lover, your whomever, girlfriend. Yeah, we did that. We shared that. We shared everything. And yeah. And even despite all of that, this person that I met 568 plus miles away, whom I, besides seeing them online or having them send a pic or whatever, the connection that I had with her was deeper than the connection that I have with this person that I have been able to touch, hold, kiss, sleep with, and all of that. And I couldn't explain it. I mean, now I can explain it. Do I want to? No. Why? Because it's scary to think that this person, could be like, like the person, especially considering that they, I guess, felt the same way that I did, but was not able to handle it. So they felt it was better for us to cease communication, because we couldn't do those things that should have been the reason for us feeling the way that we were feeling. You don't necessarily fall for someone who's not readily available physically. And maybe that's different from the breeder world. I don't know, but I know for queer folk, we love sex. I'm not gonna say that I'm speaking for every single queer individual in the world, everywhere, ever. No, that's not what I'm saying. For the vast majority, and I know a lot of queer people, yeah, sex, could be a make it or break it in a relationship. And the fact that her and I could not interact in that way, or even, just be able to hang out and be in each other's presence physically, yeah, it was taxing. I will say that it was quite difficult. And anyway, I digress. I feel as though I have gotten sidetracked a little bit. So with that bit of background, and with keeping in mind, I guess if you didn't look it up, you know what Mark 12:30-31 is. Love the neighbor as you love yourself. And then, of course, 30 is love God above all, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, we knew each other exactly a month. And it has been 1 week and 2 days that we have not spoke. And it is killing me. And yeah, and I totally, completely, before we stopped speaking, I would have absolutely had no problem being like, I love you. And not in that, oh, I'm so deeply in love with you, I can't live without you type thing. But just, I love you, like, I love her. And I really can't explain it, because I don't love easily. People who know me, yeah. I'm one of the most cold-hearted, I guess you could say, person that you will ever meet, unless it comes to animals. And when it comes to animals, I am complete mush. But yeah. And so, of course, people judged me because it was like, I feel like I, because at the time when I did my post, I was like, I feel like I love her. And then, later on, I was like, yeah, I do. I totally love her. But, people look at me like that's wrong because I'm saying that I love this person that I'm attracted to, that I'm interested in, that I would want to be with, possibly. Not possibly, that I would want to be with. They looking at it like it's wrong, or like, yo, well, you've only known her a month, or well, at this time it wasn't even a month. It's like, oh, you haven't even known her a month. How can you say you love her? And it's like, I don't know my neighbor, but you expect me to love them? So yeah. So then I had a friend post that, oh well, my interpretation of it is XYZ, or that it was, the Bible was translated from the Greek version, and there's actually four different words for love, and because there's four different types according to the Greeks of love, and so I take it to mean X, Y, and Z. And it's like, well, that's the thing, it's all about interpretation. And my interpretation of it is, whether it's XYZ, is like she was saying, oh, I should love my neighbor, as in, oh, I give them a jump if their car needed it. I don't have to love you to give you a jump. If I see that you're in need and that you could use assistance, I don't have to love you to help you. That's just, the neighborly thing to do. That doesn't mean I love you. I would give a jump to pretty much anyone who needed it. So, yeah, so, her definition, in one ear, out the other. I mean, I looked it up as far as, the whole Greeks having the four different words, because four different meanings of love. And yeah, love is love. That's, unless you are differentiating between love and being in love, love is love, in my opinion. So, with that, I wanted to know what it is that you all think. So, yeah, leave it in the comments down below or whatever, and I'll be sure to reply back because I love some good dialogue. I am gonna go and take my hair out, and yeah, I need to do a hydration treatment. So yeah, I'll probably do that. Well, if nothing else, I'm at least take it out. And I don't know, maybe I'll do a hydration treatment tomorrow because I do have some schoolwork to do. I have like 4 projects and 5 quizzes. So anyway, let me know what you think. And yeah, I'm sure later on I'll probably be wanting to talk about something else. And so if that's the case, I will. If not, I won't. But yeah, that's it for now. Thanks for listening.